Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I started this project off with some picks I got from Walmart as well as the Dollar Tree and wrapped them with floral wire to keep them in place. This burlap bag I got from the 99-cent store and removed the bunny off of it. I had a little trouble getting the glue off the tail, so I just cut it. It's okay that the entire tail didn't come off, as we will use this for the back. This stencil I got from Joann Fabric, and we are using the Hello Spring from it. The piece of plywood that we'll be using is 18 inches by 10 inches and a 1/4 inch thick. I used Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery to paint the entire front of the board. Later, we'll use Waverly Antique Wax to distress it, and for the wording, Waverly chalk paint in the color Ink. Once I finished painting the board, I set that aside to dry and moved on to putting my flowers inside the bag. I simply placed them inside, pulled the drawstring tight, and tied a bow. I turned the bouquet over, and being sure to use my finger protectors, I glued the edge of the bag to some of the stems. Then, I glued the sides of the bag over to create a smaller looking bag. Once the glue on the edge of the bag was set, I used a craft stick and glued it to the center of the bag to give a little more stability for attaching it to the board later on. Now that the board is dry, it's time to move on to stenciling. I measured from the S to the edge of the board 2 1/4 inches, and the same from the G on the other side. Using a simple makeup sponge and the blotting method, where you put some paint on your makeup sponge and then blot it off on an area so you don't have too much paint, I started to stencil. Once the stenciling was done, I used a precision tip paintbrush that I think I got from Michael's to cover in any areas that were missing a little bit of paint and attach some sections of the letter that were not attached from the stencil. Using a combination of E6000 glue and hot glue, I glued the bouquet and bag to the board. Once the glue was set, I turned it over, and using some jute string, the original bunny that was on the burlap bag, I cut into pieces to create a hanger, and glued those in place using hot glue. The fabric and glue give a little extra support to the jute string on the back of the board. I was so happy with this project, I almost completely forgot to distress the board. Using the Waverly Antique Wax, I went around the edges, rubbed it on with my finger, and wiped it off with a paper towel, and then added some throughout the center to give that distressed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you can share and like this video and follow my page at Jenny of All Trades. Stay well, stay crafty, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.